Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of The Big Dream. I'm your host, Victor Valis, and today I have the honor of having Olivier, co-founder and CEO of Shopping Feed. All right, Oliver, let's do it.
So we moved from south of Paris, from a city called Cachan. This is still the headquarters, the French headquarters of the company. So we moved from France to New York 4 years after the creation of the company. So it was pretty early. So I have two co-founders, and I was the one in the mission to expand the company into the US. I will say what shocked me when I arrived at the US is little effort clients make into using the software, or into learning the software, or into learning new skills. Basically, when we were in France, everybody were telling us that we were the most user-friendly software amongst the competition in Europe. When I arrived in the US, I thought we would be simple enough for the US market, right? Because we are the most simple in France, but we were still too complex for the US market. So that's what shocked me. So I think it's related to the fact, as I said, that you arrive in the US, you think your software is simple enough, user-friendly enough, but still for this market, you still need to simplify your software. So that's what we've been trying to do. So that was the most exciting challenge. Not easy, but it's an exciting challenge. And once you succeed on simplifying your software, because of the US market, because you have to be successful in the US market, the good side of it is then if you want to open a new country, let's say in Europe or in Australia, it can be Spain, it can be Portugal, it can be UK. Because your software is simple enough, now it's easier to expand to the rest of the world. What I say to the people ask me this question is it's easier to enter the let's say the Spanish market or the Dutch market as a US company than as a French company. Basically, this is Europe. The biggest mistake was definitely to not invest enough on customer success and customer support. So here again, we had a good reputation about customer services in France, but still it wasn't enough for the US market. And also, I know that I resisted to have a chatbot on the application because so many people will be using it, and yes, so many people are using the chatbot in the US market, but this is the minimum services you should provide as software, I think. My biggest mistake was to resist to have a direct phone line to our customer in the US. The US customer, they want to have somebody on the chat or somebody on the phone. So they want a direct communication. So I resisted that because you cannot fix a problem just by chatting. You cannot fix a problem just on the phone, and you need to receive an email so you can investigate and then answer the email. In the US, what they want is first to have a call. And if you tell them okay, I heard your request, I heard your problem, and when I fix it, I call you back or I send you an email. So that's how it works in the US. They want to have a direct communication with you. It can be chat, it can be a phone call. So even if you want to resist it because you know it's not efficient, even for the client himself, you have to, because that's what they ask in the US market. So I will say it's not a problem, especially because I'm located in New York. But at the end, this is more my team in the US that is talking to the customers and to the prospects. It's not so much me. So most of the time when I speak English, it's with my team over there. It's not directly with the client or the prospect. So far I didn't have any issues. The US is a country of immigrants. As long as you bring them money, they will appreciate you for sure. I don't really know how it helped me in the US. What I would say is to describe how I act since I've been in the US. I try to learn a lot from this country. I try to learn a lot from my people, my team in the US. So basically, I'm almost an intern when I'm in the US. And then I work with my team in France, more like a CEO, to push what the US team is requesting as a new feature or this kind of any tools they will want. So I would say the way I act is I'm an intern in the US and I'm a CEO when I'm in France. You have to be really humble when you try to expand in the US. It's a really tough market. They're not waiting for you. There's nothing to learn from you. You have everything to learn from them. So to answer this question, I will go back to what I said, but to simplify the software, I will arrive in the US with a really light version of Shopping Feed, something with just 10% of the feature. Why? Because customers in the US, even in the B2B industry, they want, I would say, quick satisfaction. So what I will do differently, I will arrive in the US with a really light version of Shopping Feed, so they can use it really quickly without too much training. And then for the one that want to go further, then you give them the full experience of Shopping Feed with all the features. That's what I would change. I will arrive with a light version of Shopping Feed. So this is something funny, not funny, meaning that when you decide to expand in the US, you look at the competitive landslide. So who are the American competitors, right? So for us, it's ChannelAdvisor, Sellbrite. So we knew these competitors before arriving in the US. The problem is everybody's doing the same as I'm doing. Our competitor in Australia, our competitor in India, our competitor in UK, they do the same. All of them want to go in the US. So when you arrive in the US, you realize that you are not competing only with the US competitors, you're competing about the worldwide competition. So suddenly you expect to have maybe 3, 4, 5 competitors, and then you have 10 times more, which is crazy for just one country. So keep in mind that everybody is thinking what you are thinking about expanding in the US. So once you arrive in the US, you see a lot more competitors. The advice I would give is expand to the US as quick as possible. So that's what startups in Sweden are doing. That's what startups in Israel are doing because their market is so small, the local market, right? In France, we have a pretty decent local market. So what we do, we waste too much time expanding in the French market, then we go in Europe or in the US. So what I would say is you will learn so much by just, even if you fail, just try to expand in the US. You will learn so much for even your European or French market that I will advise people to not wait too long before expanding to the US. Some people, they wait to be a leader in France, right? Some startups, they wait to be a leader in Europe. I would say no. Try to make a decent market share in France or your local community, local country, and then take the risk to go to the US, because it's like playing basketball and never playing on NBA, right? You think you're a good basketball player, and then you move to the NBA, and then you realize that you're just starting. So Shopping Feed is the software. So we connect online stores to online marketplaces. So basically we will connect a Shopify, a BigCommerce, a Magento to marketplaces like Amazon, eBay, Walmart, TikTok marketplace. So basically the pain we fixed is today online buyers are buying more and more from platforms like eBay, like Amazon, other platforms. You have, as I say, TikTok marketplace, you have Facebook shop. Online buyers, they buy more and more from this platform and less directly from the website. So then the pain for the e-merchants to be able to send their product to this platform, to sync the inventory, to sync the orders, to sync the pricing on multiple platforms. So we are what we are called a multi-channel software.
Perfect. Olivier, thank you so much for the time, and all the best to you and Shopping Feed.
Thank you, Victor. Thank you all.